Choose from 4 preset offers that range in... It's week 5 of the National Football League. And up next is Deion Jones, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Colts and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Titans of Memphis taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And as Scout folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Blue check.
Love, they go play action now. This one swung out to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
First down going to the air with Love. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Love's throw pulled in by Aguilar. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, 2-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
3.5 to go, first quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Love. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Working out of the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game. Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Out of his end zone. Love flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On the toss, they run wide side with and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On play action, Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Drew Chrisman on to punt as he gets this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Ready, set.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love, eluding the pressure right. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Shoves him aside. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Love now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That one is slant to McLaurin. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Prescott now on 2nd down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football, either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Open man right side is Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Prescott. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Mac Jones, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the... We got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Run the ball. Run the ball.
On 1st and 10, Love escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Love. That is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Love. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
And the Titans first
Let's
down.
go. Charge. Hut, hut.
1st down, Love to pass. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Love. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Olave holds it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up?
There he goes, right side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They look like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Now a second down throw for Love here. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Titans first down.
To To throw now. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Love now to pass on first down, eluding the pressure right. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Ready.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
McCaffrey, and the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Olave, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. KaVontae Turpin now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. There's a nice move. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Titans getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Love. Completes it to Aguilar. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. And 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's 1st down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Down at the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Titans' 25-yard line.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I said can take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One last shot now for Love. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Colts, they...